As a real estate agent, I know exactly how frustrating it is to keep track of everything. Every single day, we have too many tasks, and most of them are boring and repetitive. Tasks like checking listing platform, being up to date with market trend and market price every day, checking Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to see if new client or any other clients message us or not, remembering who to call, who to meet, which deals we should follow up, which one we shouldn't, who we need to see, and whoa, it's frustrating, it's too much. Definitely, you have thought by yourself many times, I should hire an assistant for handling all these jobs for me. But what if I tell you you don't need to hire expensive assistant? What if I tell you you can use AI and AI automation to do all these repetitive tasks for free or low cost? And thanks for the people who invented AI. In this video, I'm gonna introduce you 3 AI automation tools that can help you to automate your tasks and get rid of all this repetitive stuff. I'm gonna compare their features and then we can decide which AI tool is the best one specifically for real estate agents or real estate business owners. I'm a real estate agent and I'm working with deals. So here's the deal. If this video gets good views and good feedbacks from real estate brokers and agents, I will create a playlist and create some videos about how exactly we can use these AI tools to automate real estate agents' tasks. So support this video and let's go. Let me give you some real practical example of what you can do with these AI automation tools and how they exactly working. And then I'm gonna compare n8n, Zapier, and make.com. So stay tuned. Let's go. This is my art. Let me just click it. So yeah, let's go. So how exactly these AI agents are working? Take a look at this. A client sent you a message, or here, this is your client. Your client fill out a form and client. So in normal situation, you should pick up the form and read it and choose the best option and then show the best property to the client, which it takes time because it's not only one client. You have so many clients every single day that you should handle them. You need someone to do this for you. But how they exactly do this? This is AI agents, like all of them, n8n, Zapier, whatever. So when your clients fill out the form and say, for example, I do have, I don't know, maybe $1 million. I want one bedroom apartment, specific area, and this is my number, this is my email. And the thing that's gonna happen is this form is going to connect to this agent and send the data to the AI agent. They catch the data and they give it to something like, for example, AI chatbots like ChatGPT. Yeah. So AI agent give the information to ChatGPT to analyze it and process the data. So then when ChatGPT understood what the client exactly wants, refine the information and give it back to the AI agent. And like this and this. Give back the data and refine data to the AI agents again to what exactly they want. So on the other hand, the AI agents have access to your database, like to your Google Sheet, to your Google Drive. It doesn't have access on default. You're giving access to your Google Sheet, Google Drive, and all giving access to your Slack, high-level CRM system, and everything, every data that you have. Then, when ChatGPT decided what client exactly wants, AI agent sends a request to your database to gather all proper houses, all proper options that you have that they are matched with your client's request. Like, for example, $1 million, one bedroom apartment in Florida, in specific area of Florida, specific neighborhood, Florida or Texas or wherever. And then when they find it, like 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever, you can just tell to AI agents how many properties you're gonna give to the clients. And then they will go back here, what, 5 one-bedroom apartment and 1 bedroom, and the cost is almost $1 million, and it will find 5 of them. Sorry for my bad handwriting, but yeah, it will find 5 of them and give those 5 to your AI agent. But the thing that I ask you, there are 2 ways that you can introduce these 5 properties to your clients. One of them is, again, add another Slack or something like this. Send this to clients WhatsApp. You can do this like directly. Agent can send the exact exact 5 apartment to the client's WhatsApp and tell them these are what we exactly have, and you can choose one of these 5s. But the thing that I'm gonna ask you, as I told you in the previous video, you can watch it here, there are some tasks that you should never automate them because they are very important, and you should watch that video up here, because one of them is direct sell to people, because I told you there, people buy from people. They're not buy from bots or AI agents. So it would be far better to do this instead. Send these 5 options to, for example, as a real estate agent, my WhatsApp. And then you can tell the AI agent and remind me to introduce these 5 to the clients. And then you can pick up the phone and start dialing to your client and introduce these 5 apartments, because AI doesn't have feeling, doesn't have emotion. It can't like do this whole sale process for you. But the final seller must be yourself, not the AI. So I would rather to do this, because personally I do this. I ask to send it to my WhatsApp, and then I call to the client directly, like traditional way. This is one of examples that you can use AI agents, AI automation agents. Also, there are some other usage that you can use. Okay, you don't have enough time to post every day on Instagram, so you can just do this. Ask AI agents to read about your industry, like about real estate, and every single day make a video about it. Like, let me show you here. Imagine, let me clean this up. Imagine you're asking AI agents to create content for you. This is, I don't know, some newsletter or website, web page in real estate industry in your area, like web page. You're gonna ask AI to read these web pages, like many of them, maybe some of them, maybe many of them, and then based these informations, ask ChatGPT to write prompt for create a video about these information, about infos. So then ChatGPT will create the prompt and will send it to another AI. Maybe, I don't know, there are so many AIs out there, then you can create video with them, like Sora from OpenAI. Sora, the AI agent get the prompt and give it to the Sora. Sora can create a video and give it back to the AI agent, and AI agent will upload it on, for example, your Facebook page, okay, or on your YouTube. This is YouTube, or on your Instagram, whatever, on your Instagram. So get the videos, and they will upload the exact video every single day at, I don't know, at maybe, for example, 8 p.m. on Facebook, on YouTube, or on Instagram about these. Yeah, of course you should post on your social media sometimes by yourself, but you don't have time. Agents don't have enough time to do these things every single day. So this can do that for you, or maybe even only asking from the web page and give it to ChatGPT and write a prompt or write an article about it, and then you can post on, for example, X or post on LinkedIn. Yeah, this was two examples of how exactly AI agents can help you. And these AI agents, it can be n8n Zapier or Make. Yeah. So now let's go to tell you which AI automation tool is the best one for real estate agents. n8n Zapier or Make. Let's compare them to each other. All right, so here we are. We have n8n, we have Zapier, and we have Make. And we're gonna analyze these features of each: open source, flexibility, UI, price, and app connections. First of all, let's go for being open source. I don't know if you have any idea about open source stuff, but let me tell you something. Like, open source is the company of the software will give you part or all of the code and all of the software's codes and everything. They exactly tell you it's like this: how we made this with this code, with this language, with I don't know, this system, we made this application. But not open source is like they're not giving you anything. Imagine, for example, Telegram Messenger is half open source. Like, you've seen many of these other Telegram applications that they're not like each other, but all of them are using Telegram server. But they made this by using Telegram companies' codes and programming stuffs. But like, for example, WhatsApp is not open source, and you cannot copy WhatsApp application and make another one just like that. But in Telegram is possible. WordPress is an open source application. So basically everyone can change it, can customize it, can optimize it with their specific tasks that they want to do. So it's like that. So for this, n8n is open source, yes, but Zapier and Make are not open source. Based on that, for being open source, n8n is far better. So then even you can launch the n8n on your local host, on your cloud. For example, you have Google Cloud, Apple Cloud, or whatever. You can just upload it there and keep it for yourself. You don't have to upload it on n8n servers. But in Zapier and Make, you have to upload the automation system on their own servers. And you have to pay for that servers. But for n8n, if you upload it on your own personal server, you don't have to pay anything for n8n. Yeah. So let's go to the next one. Next one is flexibility. Flexibility is, as I said, you can customize it better. You can work with it easier. If application and software would be more flexible, it would be better for you, and you can work with it easier and better. So for n8n is high flexible, Zapier is medium, and Make also is high. The flexibility of n8n and Make will allow you to do so many tasks that you can't even imagine. But Zapier is a bit limited. So next one is a UI or user interface. Let me show you the user interface. This is for n8n website, and this is the workflow of n8n, which is a bit hard. Yeah, n8n needs to be more professional and more good at somehow coding and be able to use n8n. But for Zapier, this is the Zapier website, and this is the workflow of Zapier. It is more beginner friendly, and you can like look at here, add steps and stuff like this. What you want: Google Drive, Calendar, ChatGPT, or whatever. So Zapier is easier to work with, and this is Make website. Make is the easiest one, much easier than others. So for n8n, you need to be more professional. Zapier is like, again, medium. It's easier to use, easier than n8n. But Make is very easy to use. and user friendly. You know, working with Make is far easier than the rest. Yeah. So if you want to use n8n, you should take your time and learn about it, but also you can hire someone else. Yeah. So let's go for price. For the price, let's start with n8n. Wait a minute. All right. Okay. Workflow execution. Can you remember that whiteboard that I was writing on whiteboard? Each of those tasks are one workflow or one task or one duty that you can do that. For example, for one client, one of them was this: taking information from the client, one task, giving to ChatGPT, two tasks, get your information from database, three tasks, and send it to your WhatsApp, four tasks. Like for one client, you're gonna spend 4 tasks. And if you have like 10 clients per day, it's gonna be something like 40. But if it's gonna be more complicated, you're gonna use more tasks. So this is the task that I told you. And for n8n, for 10,000 tasks or workflow execution, you should pay 50 euros per month, almost $50, yeah, 50 euros per month for Pro plan. For Zapier is expensive. For Pro plan, you should, for 10,000 tasks, you should pay like here. Look at here. This is the test. I need 10,000 tasks per month. So it's like 129 US dollars per month, which is too expensive. But for Make, for Pro plan, it's far cheaper than the rest. It's only $16 per month. So this one is better. This one is much cheaper than the others. So Make is the cheaper, but let me tell you something. As I said before, if you use n8n on your personal host or local host or cloud or whatever, you don't have to pay for n8n. This is one of the biggest features that n8n has, but the others doesn't. But let me show you a diagram, a chart. All right. So take a look at this. This is Automation Tools monthly cost for 10K tasks. They are almost the same, like n8n, Make, and Zapier is a bit higher than the rest. But if your real estate business is too big and there are too many real estate agents that you have, for example, you're gonna need, I don't know, 300,000 tasks per month. Zapier is much expensive, and honestly, it's not really good. I'm not gonna recommend Zapier for too many tasks. Make is also cheaper than Zapier, but n8n is much cheaper than the even Make for long term and for too many tasks, you know? So for the price, for n8n, I'm gonna say medium, unless you wanna have too many tasks and workflows. For Zapier is high, but for Make is cheaper than the others. If you are a real estate agent and you're only working by yourself, you can choose Make and n8n and Zapier also, because it doesn't have too many tasks. But if your business is too big and you have too many agents, I think n8n and Make would be better option. But let's go to app connection. What is app connection? There are so many apps. Again, can you remember that chart that I draw for you? Each block is an app, like ChatGPT, like Sora, like Instagram, like YouTube. Every of them are some apps that these AI agents connect them together. But for n8n, it was like less than, I guess, 1,000 apps. Yes. For Zapier, it was almost 6,000 apps. It's too much. And for Make, it was almost 2,000 apps. But the point is this: specifically for real estate agents in n8n, these less 1,000 apps, you're gonna have all apps that you need to have in n8n. You will have Google apps, you will have Microsoft apps, meeting apps, even you can connect some listing apps to the n8n, like Zillow and Bayut, Property Finder. So I explained every of them, but as a real estate agent, I would rather to use n8n. and then make, then Zapier. Yeah, I know n8n UI needs more technical knowledge and must be a professional person to use it, but it's very flexible and you can customize everything by yourself. So yeah, I would go for that. And as I said, if this video get good view and get good feedbacks from real estate agents, I'm gonna create videos about how exactly you can automate your tasks with n8n or Make. Automating everything is very good, but you shouldn't automate these 5 tasks. You can watch all of them up here. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.